What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing some top 100 ladder using the Mighty Miner, which just got a second emergency buff. That's right, so the first one, if you guys remember, they made the bomb 2 elixir to 1 elixir, but they did another one. You guys can check out, I think Clash Royale tweeted it on Twitter. Yeah, you guys can see maintenance April 21st, and if you click on that, you'll see they made it better again by making the bomb, when it gets deployed, it takes only 1 second for it to explode, whereas before it was 3. In my opinion, this is definitely a buff. Of course, in some situations, it could be worse. Let's say if you're going against maybe 3 Musketeers or like a Sparky, the bomb maybe won't be able to hit it, but it's just much better that you don't have to worry about timing it anymore, and against things like Minion Horde, Minions, Bats, Skarmy, stuff where you'd like to have it immediately, it's going to be so much better against an overall, just a better card now. Pairs really well with Royal Giant. I'm currently 90th in the world right now. We're going to climb up even more though, and yeah, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Would appreciate that. But yeah, with that being said, let's try to push up even more with this RG Mighty Miner deck. Alright, here we go. We found our first match here against Deep, so let's just see if this guy wants to do anything. If not, I'm fine with just cycling Electro Spirit in the back. And the reason why the Mighty Miner, in my opinion, pairs pretty well with the RG is it's just a very good support card with it to play behind the RG, in front of it, and you can easily send it, you know, into the opposite lane to you know, defend. So let's say maybe you, I don't know, you play an RG in one lane and then you have to defend something with the Mighty Miner, then you can just send it into the other lane after it's done defending it, and you can get a lot of value with it when supporting your RG. So this guy, for whatever reason, decided to play 3 Musketeers all in the same lane. I'm not really entirely sure why. I think that was a really big mistake. He's even calling the good game right now, which honestly I might agree with, because, I don't know, this is a pretty large elixir deficit for him to be in, but I mean, maybe he still could defend and not take too much damage. But I just sent the Mighty Miner into the opposite lane. It's going to, wait, that could actually take his tower if he doesn't do anything, but he actually did decide to, I'm going to let that Golden Knight do its thing. He didn't even use the dash. I decided to RG because I knew he's pretty low on elixir. I have Fireball too in case he has something, yeah, I was going to say like a Minion Horde. You could see I had it ready. I had a feeling there was a chance he had it because sometimes 3 Musketeers does have the Minion Horde, and that might right there just be GG. I am not entirely sure what he was thinking playing the 3M all in the same lane. You know what, I just figured something out why he might have done it. He might have thought I had Lightning, and because this deck, at least a lot of people using it, do run it with Lightning, but that's why I like running Fireball, because there's a lot of 3M in this meta, and I just like that direct damage immediately. I find it to be really useful, kind of like in this situation that you saw in this match. So we can just go ahead and log this. Pretty much all we have to do is just defend for the remainder of the game, and we should be fine. So hopefully, you know, we can do that. Of course, it's easier said than done, but I feel like the Fireball is just such a useful spell. Mighty Miner's incredible against things like Giants, Golems, and stuff like that, so that's even more helpful. And he's going to go ahead and 3M. So we're going to go ahead and Fireball that, finish off the tower, and if he drops a Minion Horde, we just have to use the Mighty Miner Bomb, which we obviously would do if he plays it in the right lane. I doubt he would do that, though, but I think this guy's just kind of screwed no matter what, to be honest. I feel like we got this completely under control. Honestly, I think it's just a pretty easy matchup because we have, like, all the answers for everything he has. I mean, we have Fisherman, we have Mighty Miner, we have Hunter, we have Fireball for the 3M, or we could use it on the Minion Horde. Mighty Miner, yeah, he's laughing. He's pretty mad right now, as you can tell. I don't blame him. It's a pretty horrible matchup for him. By the way, nice tip I'll just show you guys, even though we won anyway. When you take their towers, you can send in the Mighty Miner directly on top of it by, like, placing it, and then when it gets to about, yeah, like right there or right there, just send it in and it'll go on their other towers. So that's really good to do in a 2-tower situation. But yeah, well, that was really easy. I didn't expect the first game of the recording to be that easy, but sometimes you get lucky like that. So that's going to put us 76th in the world, 1 game away from 7,700, and that's also, I think, the 5th game I won in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, I played against a variety of decks. A lot of 3M, though. There's surprisingly a ton of 3M in this meta. Sparky's a difficult matchup, in my opinion. I think that's fair to say, because I did lose it 2 times in a row. I find it to be kind of challenging, because Sparky gets a lot of value, and then I actually won a mirror match, got 42 in P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, just wanted to show the games I played prior to the first game I was recording, but yeah, let's head into the second match of the video. Alright, so found our second game here against Pheno Final Form. So this guy runs kind of a crazy deck. I'm pretty sure it's RG Sparky, with Barbarians, unless he's using something different. I think sometimes he does use Giant Double Prince, but okay, yeah, it looks like he is using that. So we're going to RG. I have Fireball ready in case he drops his Barbarians or his Minion Horde. He's actually going to have a Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess, because Mini P.E.K.K.A does do pretty good in general against what we're using, but we definitely can still win. It's just going to be probably a little tricky. So I'm going to Mighty Miner, which should be able to take out the Sparky before it... Oh, no, I thought it was going to before it shot again, but I guess that's still better than the Sparky staying alive, but yeah, that's still kind of annoying. I'm going to go Ghost here, because it's going to apply more pressure than just the Hunter, force like a greater response out of him probably. It's going to arrow it, and yeah, he's actually going to take a ton of damage, so that definitely was worth it, going in for that, you know, going in for that Ghost, I would say, along with just that Hunter. So we're going to go RG here, because he isn't back to his Mini P.E.K.K.A, so we're Oh, what? Wait. Okay, what? Alright, well, that's... Well, that was kind of awkward, because I said he wasn't back to it, but he was. That was, Huh. Yeah, that was my bad, I guess. Might send the Mighty Miner in the opposite lane, otherwise it's just gonna kind of get shot by the Sparky, which wouldn't really be ideal, I guess. And yeah, that forced a Minion Horde out of him, so I'd say that's pretty good. I'm gonna go Hunter here. We're gonna Fisherman, hoping it pulls the Giant and not the Sparky. Wait, actually, if it pulls the Sparky, that's... Wait, that's actually better. What am I talking about? That's better that just happened. I just realized that. That's better. I didn't realize that at first, though. Okay, so he doesn't take the tower. That's really good. I'm going to Fisherman, because he's probably going to... Yeah, I was going to say Mini P.E.K.K.A. So that's great. Fireball the Minion Horde. And... Okay, we don't quite take the tower. But it is in Fireball log range, so we just have to try to defend the best we can here. Mighty Miner is going to be a good tank because it doesn't die to a Sparky shot. We're going to try to Fisherman the... I think we're fine, but let's make sure. Yeah, that is going to be GG. So yeah, nice win there. I didn't even realize he had the mirror. Alright, he's a little upset from the Goblin Laugh. So plus 31, and yeah, Mighty Miner got a lot of value that game, as you can tell, just with the, you know, like, the Minion Horde it can fully counter, so he wasn't even able to drop it on top of it. And just, it can tank a Sparky shot. It's pretty beefy, so not bad at all, I'd say. Let's head into the next match. Alright, here we go. So Ghost is probably our best starting play with this cycle, but I'll just chill for a couple seconds, see if he wants to make a starting play. Like, if he does something crazy like Hog at the Bridge or like Drill, I'd rather wait. But yeah, since he's not going to do anything, we can just go ahead and Ghost. And then whatever he plays to counter it, we probably can just play a Mighty Miner into. Sparky. Wow. Sparky again. Sparky seems to be pretty popular this meta, because before I was recording, I also played against Sparky a couple of times. So it seems to be... Oh no. This is a problem, but I'm just going to have to... Wait, actually, I'm gonna... I don't know if that's... It is on the tower. I was hoping the log would push it back, but... that's rough. Yeah, unfortunate. I'm gonna RG, and actually Hunter behind. Yeah, I had a feeling he had some sort of bait card. For some reason, I didn't think he had a Mini P.E.K.K.A or something like that, because typically someone wouldn't use that with the Giant Skeleton. That doesn't make a lot of sense, so... Wow, our Hunter got a lot of value there. I can't at all complain with that. That's a very interesting Goblin Barrel. I'm not too sure why he did that. Maybe because... Maybe he's going to mirror it. But if he doesn't, I don't know why he did that. I feel like that was not a great play, because he should have known I had log, and then he didn't have enough to afford anything to counter the Ghost. So that kind of, if anything, did like the opposite of what he should have done. He should have maybe used the Goblin Barrel on defense. I don't know, but I'm not complaining, I guess, either way. So we're just going to Mighty Miner here. It's not going to splash both, I don't think, unless he tornadoed. Yeah, we're fine. So I'm just going to go Hunter here. Yeah, the Sparky's... it can be a little tricky to defend sometimes, but We'll see what we can do. I think we're chilling. Just Fisherman to pull this, send in another RG, and we got Log for the Skarmy. And there it is. So just Log roll through that. Okay, he does go for the mirror, so he is going to be able to defend, but not before taking a ton of damage. Hunter's having a little bit of trouble taking care of those skeletons, which is unfortunate. Oh, nice, that does connect, so... Yeah, this is looking very good for us at this point. His deck is very weird, I gotta admit. Log gonna roll through, so we are able to pull the Sparky. Mighty Miner's gonna be able to take this out, and then we can just Hunter if he decides to go Goblin Barrel, although we might need a Fireball it because I have to use my Hunter on this. I'm going to try to save... Yep, I'm glad I waited. I had a feeling he was going to do something like that. I'm so glad I waited. That was 200 IQ, I'm not going to lie. That was so smart to wait. And now, yeah, he thought I was going to predict the Log. I'm going to do it now because he has to drop it or else he's going to... Yep, that's GG. Nice. Yeah, I'm so glad I waited. If I fireballed right away, I might have lost right there. I don't know for sure, but that would have been really bad, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, so nice win there. Very strange deck that he was running. And yeah, let's head into the next game. Here we go, in a match against a mirror. So this guy's lower than me by a little bit, so if I win, I'm probably only going to get like 20, 22 trophies, but that's the ideal situation. We obviously don't want to lose. That would be even worse. So I'll just cycle Ghost. He's not doing anything. Wow, he's still... Okay, I'm gonna Mighty Miner. I'm surprised this guy isn't... He's gonna go Knight. Okay, so he's just waiting to get the King activation. But, you know, that's kind of the nice thing about using RGs. King activations, you know, quite frankly, don't matter that much. I think it's better that they leak that much Elixir even if they get the King activation. I mean, it's good that, for me, that he leaked. That's what I'm saying, I guess. So he has the Inferno. That's actually a little bit annoying because I don't have her set for it. Oh man, if I like prediction logged, that would have been... Okay, this is going to be a really tough matchup, I think. Yeah, we can win, but Inferno decks are like one of the hardest things to beat because you don't have a reset to the Inferno, and it's really challenging to break through. So like Log Bait Inferno, Goblin Drill Inferno are, yeah, like the toughest matchups for this deck. But I'm going to RG right now because his Inferno is out of rotation, so he either has to cycle cards to get back to it, or he's going to... Okay, yeah, so he does get back to it, sadly. So yeah, I think we're in a lot of trouble. This is going to be very, very difficult, I think, for us to break through. So I don't know what we're going to do, because in double it's going to be even more difficult, I think. At least I'd imagine. So... yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe we just play all of our cards here and see kind of like what he does. He's just going to freeze. So I guess we can Hunter. Probably pretty soon I need to go for like an RG in the back or something. And just try to like set up a push. Yeah, we're going to do that. I actually misclicked it. I played it like a tile higher than I wanted to, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. Hunter can one-tap the Mega Minion, so that's pretty good, I guess, for us. And yeah, he's just going to RG. Or, I mean, he's going to Inferno, obviously, for the RG. That's what I meant to say. But, I guess we could pressure here. This is maybe going to be a little scary for him, because now his Inferno's out of hand, and I'm going to maybe go pre-log. Oh, no, he didn't drop the Skarmy. That's unfortunate. Obviously smart on his end not to, but unfortunate for me. I guess we're fine because he didn't have a freezing cycle, but I don't know. We're still losing, and I don't know how we're going to get another RG to connect. It's going to be a little tricky, but definitely going to have to RG in the back. That's like the only way. We have to try to get him to use... I'm going to just do this. And this is going to be a little, I think, tricky to defend. No, we're fine, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to try to pressure now. Ooh, is he back to an Inferno? Yeah, he is. That's unfortunate. Hunter is gonna splash, though. That's great. But... I don't know, let's see. This is gonna be interesting. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Probably gonna be a pretty... probably a pretty close game, based off of how it's going. Oh, wow, that freeze got a lot of value. Yeah, that freeze was quite valuable. Yeah, I think we're done for, unfortunately. Pretty difficult because, like I said, the Inferno. I mean, it would be a way different story if it's like a Tesla, but yeah. No, we're set to the Inferno, so it's pretty tricky. And no, like, amazing counter to the graveyard. I mean, yeah, you have, like, Electro Spirit and Log, but that's not really that great, I'd say. So minus 38. It's kind of rough. I knew we were going to lose a lot if we lost, but, you know, I don't mind losing that. That's no doubt a hard counter, I would say. Splash Shard's like a bit easier. I did win against Splash Shard a couple times, and obviously the Tombstone you're going to have a much better chance of breaking through because you have Log for, but Inferno, yeah, that's kind of the best counter to RG when you don't have a Lightning. But, you know, all good, I guess. Let's try to win the next one. Alright, so, oh no, this guy's so much lower than me too. This is the second time in a row. Okay, Armando. So this may be the last game here. We'll see how long it is. Okay, he's going to Golem first play. Alright, so Golem isn't that bad of a matchup, so that's a good sign. Typically, anyway. I'm going to say typically it's not a bad matchup. There are some, I guess, exceptions, but typically Golem is not that difficult to beat when you have the Mighty Miner, just because it's such a great answer to it. So Electro Spirit's going to come in, take care of the bats, and just like that, we kill the Golem. And that pretty much proves my point. The Mighty Miner, great answer to the Golem. Just shreds it. I mean, it's basically an Inferno Drag on the ground, so of course it's going to be great against it. And because he just went Golem first play and was super aggressive, we're counter-pushing the other lane, and if he doesn't have the perfect response, he's screwed, basically. Yeah, he is in a lot of trouble without a doubt. Fisherman's still alive too, so it's probably going to pull the Skeleton King. He might activate the ability, but even so, I think he's in quite a lot of trouble right now. And yeah, this might already be GG. I mean, that was, I think, okay, he's going to activate the ability here, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, like, if he didn't, that would have been... Oh, wait, I just realized my King Tower is activated, so maybe I didn't even need the Hunter. But just to be safe, I dropped it. I think if I didn't, I probably would have taken at least a few under damage. And actually, this way I can counter push. He doesn't have Tombstone Cycle, which is a good counter to the Mighty Miner. So I think it's a good thing to take advantage of anyway. Gonna do this. Bomb gets deployed, almost kills the Night Witch. And yeah, he's gonna need, I think, like a miracle at this point to come back. King's activated. I have Fisherman, Mighty Miner, first Golem. So I don't know what this guy... what his game plan is for coming back, but I guess we'll see if he has any tricks up his sleeves. Okay, so we'll go Mighty Miner, same lane. I don't know if this guy has, I don't know, a Lightning or not. I might just RG in the other lane, even though I already have his tower. This way I don't have to Fireball it, and I can feel safe, like, using my Fireball on defense. I don't know if that makes sense at all. It's just, I think it's just a little better, and it also just applies... Okay, so he just used his Lightning, so we can use our Hunter now on defense pretty freely. Electro Spear coming in, and then we could just Fireball all this jazz here, and we hopefully are okay, unless... oh my god, the... What? Are you kidding me? I guess the Skeleton King do be kind of OP sometimes. Wait, but this might be GG. Come on, give me it. You know I deserve it. Golem first play. You know I deserve the win. There we go. All right, nice. We do get the win. Got a little scary for a second, but we're fine. And we're rewarded with only 18 trophies. Great. So we lose 38, but get 18. But hey, that's how ladder works. And there were a couple losses I didn't show earlier on in the video. And I guess, yeah, that'll conclude the video. We had 5 games, and this was a double upload today anyway, so I'm just gonna, I'm probably going to sleep soon too. So yeah, let's just, we'll call it after that one. 1, 2, 3, what do we, okay, there were 4 wins that I showed in this video. This E-Giant game I got absolutely obliterated. E-Giant's a pretty difficult matchup because it gets reset every time it hits the Electro Giant. Inferno Drag 2, so yeah, that's a pretty bad matchup. This was actually, like, pretty close, but I just, I don't show losses at the very, very beginning of the video. But yeah, anyway, had that loss there against that tough matchup. But yeah, I'd say overall, RG's pretty solid this meta. I have to figure out, do I want to use it with the Mighty Miner, this variation right here, or do I want to use it with the Archer Queen? There's the Archer Queen variant that's very similar to this. It's actually Archer Queen instead of Mighty Miner, and then I think Skeletons instead of, I think, the Hunter, and that's basically the deck. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it. Let me know what you guys think about the Mighty Miner in the comments below. I definitely think he got a small buff. Some people were saying, oh, this could be like just a rework because in some situations he's better. No, I definitely think it's a buff because it's a lot easier to use him, and you can just react instantly and just, you're going to get that bomb down almost instantly, whereas before you had to wait, now you get it right away. So yeah, thanks again. Until next time, guys.